Hi guys, Boyde here, and today I've got something a little different for you. So, let's just set the time today and show you something. So I've been fooling around with the snapshots, and first of all, I've got two things to show you today. One is something that's only recently possible with new block data command. And another is something that's actually been in the game for a while. I'll come back to that later. So, anyway, for this first little contraption I've set up here, I have an arrow inside an item frame and a sign. And if I turn the arrow, the text on the sign changes. I've set it to say you are reading a dynamic sign. It resets on the 8th. First one doesn't really do anything. This command block chatter wouldn't pop up normally, except being that I've got commands enabled, I'm op in my own world, so that's why I see that. So let's show you how I did it. Now, first of all, I used what was made possible in the most recent snapshot to detect the orientation of an item in an item frame. So what I've done here is I've used a comparator for that, and it measures the length of the pulse. Now you'll see if I set it to say 4 from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, we get you are reading R, and we're up to this command block over here. So yeah, the pulse just lengthened, the redstone signal just lengthened up to that point. So what are we doing here? So the block data command is pretty simple. We have first the block data command itself, then we have coordinate parameters, right here. These are our coordinate parameters, and that's targeting this sign. That's targeting that sign. And then here we have the actual block data parameter. Now, for a sign block, that will be set out as follows. So for every block data command, so let's just say block data here, here's what it brings up. We have block data, XYZ, and data tag. Now, the way you set out our data tag parameter is like this. So let's just say, let's just grab a chest. Oh, no, better yet, let's grab another sign. So that's what I'm trying to show you. Here we are. Okay. So here's a sign right here. And it's approximately 1 block in front of me. So we have block data. Maybe 1 up. Yeah. I think I'm judging these coordinates correctly. And then we have the actual data tag, and you put it in curly brackets like this. That's very important. Okay, so the data tags for a sign are text 1, text 2, text 3, and text 4. And then we fill out these commands by putting colons after each of those things, and then something inside the actual quotation marks. Now this is because they're actually string tags in the game files. The game MBTs store these as strings. So let's just say hello world, I'm Boyde 712. Okay, so look, and we actually dynamically changed what was on that sign with an update to it. Now, to show you this is all being done legit, let's just change the command. Okay. Hello world, I'm GLaDOS. There, see? That easy. And so we're dynamically changing that. every time we use that command. We change it. We don't need to use NBT edit. We don't need to break the sign. It's all just the same thing going on here, and we're using the block data command to do it. It's very simple. It's very simple. So as I scroll this around, every time it writes the entire message again and adds a new word. Now, sadly, so far, and hopefully they change this in the later snapshots because it could last for some amazing stuff, the block data command will not add to what already exists, but overwrite everything that's already there. So, if you... Okay, let me show you something. Let me show you this. So here we've got this. You are reading a dynamic sign. Now, the previous blocks just said you are reading a dynamic. So, if we were to just say sign and expect it to add on the end, I'll show you what would happen. So let's cycle around. You are reading a dynamic. You are reading sign. See? It's not additive. It completely overwrites what's already there. Which is kind of sucky, and I'm a bit disappointed in that. But hopefully they change it. Because, think about it, with all the people that make computers in Minecraft, like actual CPUs and everything, you could actually use this to make a small computer monitor like this. Minecraft music is a bit loud right now, so I'm just gonna tone it down, tone the music itself down. It's a shame, I actually do like some of the music changes, it's interesting. Okay, so very simple, very easy, sadly not possible in survival because of these command blocks, but it's going to be great for mapmakers. I can really see this taking off. You could hook it up to a clock, maybe use MC edit to give to set coloured text, and you could create like flashing signs that way. It would be really cool. Okay, now the second thing I want to show you today is something that's been in the game for a while, actually, since the actual implementation of comparators, but I just thought this was so cool. I thought this was really cool. I've had this in the back of my mind for a while, and I wonder why I don't see more people using it. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I've got two jukeboxes. They're just inconspicuously up against a wall. I mean, there doesn't need to be anything behind them. I'll just put two discs on them and play music. So, they should be doing something, right? Or not, because they're just ordinary jukeboxes. Now, what they're actually going to do is rather different. Because if you put in the correct combination of command blocks, it's going to open the door. See? And notice if we've got one of the correct ones in and one of the wrong ones in, the door closes. That opened for a second, I'm not sure why, but yeah. Probably because the pistons are ticking a bit slowly. Yeah, that'll make sense, actually. Let's see if we can change that little bug, just by lengthening delay. Okay. Yeah, okay, it opens for a second. Okay, it's probably some kind of glitch in my actual repeater delays. But as you can see, this is great. This is a great way to disguise some kind of hidden passage just in your ordinary survival base. Very, very blended. And so if you've got like a ton of records that you've found or, you know, farmed from skeletons and creepers, this is just a great device. Now I'll just show you how I did this. This is really simple. Again, we're using comparators. Now, comparators can also test what record you have in your jukebox based on the length of the pulse. Now, I'm just going to completely mute my music because it's getting kind of annoying while I'm trying to talk. Okay, so the easy way to tell what record you'll need to use or record you'll want to use is the fact that if we want the pulse to be 4 long, if we want to signal for long, then we go into our miscellaneous tab, and we find the 4th record. Yeah, it works based on their data values, and so since that's for long before we get to the repeater, that is going to be chirp, and since this is too long, this is going to be cat. Very simple. Now, what we've got here is if it's anything shorter than 4 for this one, it's just not going to reach the repeater, nothing's going to happen. If it's longer than 4, it's going to power this repeater, and the direct block is going to get pushed out, and this repeater won't get powered by this repeater. And if all is good, if this block doesn't get pushed out, if we have exactly the right number, this block will get pushed out and complete this circuit. And the same over here. So I'll show you once again, just for the purposes of solidarity. If we put chirp in there, as you can see, this current stayed the same, nothing went wrong. Now let's try putting cat in there. What happens is we don't get powered enough. I'll show you like one that's far too long too. If we put in one that's too long, this block pushes out, like I said. Very simple. But anyway, let's put chirp back in there, and we'll put cat in here. Both these two blocks get pushed out, circuit is completed, and the door opens. So, yeah. This is a great little trick for hiding stuff in your world. Stuff you don't want people to find. You know, the occasional dead body. Or diamonds. There's that too. So, yeah. This was just a little redstone quickie. I might do another one of these if I get good enough response. This is Boyde712, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.